China just built a 3,700 kilometers quantum network, and it changes cybersecurity forever. For decades, encryption has been the invisible shield of the digital world. Bank transfers, military communications, power grids, cloud servers, all protected by cryptographic keys. But there is one problem. The encryption we rely on today can eventually be broken by sufficiently powerful quantum computers. And that means the next frontier is not just quantum computing. It is quantum-secure communication. Now, according to a study published in Nature, Chinese researchers have built something unprecedented: the world's first large-scale quantum key distribution network based on integrated photonic quantum chips, covering 3,700 kilometers and supporting 20 parallel users. That is not a lab prototype. That is network infrastructure. And the implications stretch from cybersecurity to geopolitics. Let's break this down clearly. Quantum key distribution, or QKD, uses quantum states of light to transmit encryption keys. The principle is simple but powerful. In quantum physics, observing a quantum state changes it. So if someone tries to intercept the key during transmission, the system detects the intrusion instantly. Unlike traditional encryption, which relies on mathematical complexity, QKD relies on the laws of physics. Not hard to break. Physically impossible to eavesdrop without detection. That distinction matters in a world racing toward quantum computing. Until now, QKD systems have mostly operated in point-to-point configurations. One sender, one receiver. Why? Because twin-field QKD, the advanced long-distance version used here, requires extremely precise light sources, modulators, and detectors. The performance demands are extreme. Miniaturizing and integrating those components onto a chip has been one of the biggest engineering obstacles in quantum communication. But this new system, led by Wang Jianwei from Peking University, Gong Qiwang, academician of the Chinese Academy of Sciences, achieved something different. They developed fully integrated photonic quantum chips, and instead of connecting just 2 nodes, they built a 20-node quantum chip network spanning 3,700 kilometers. That makes it the first QKD network based on photonic quantum chips, the largest in user scale, the longest in span. According to reviewers in Nature, the work represents a significant advancement in scalability. Scalability is the key word, because quantum communication only matters if it can scale. Traditional quantum communication systems are bulky, expensive, and difficult to mass produce. This research demonstrated high wafer-level fabrication uniformity, stable performance across nodes, compatibility with low-cost mass production that changes the economics. Chip-level integration means miniaturization, lower deployment cost, higher reliability, greater practicality. Wang described chip-based QKD networks as a significant step towards system miniaturization and device practicality. In simpler terms, quantum communication is moving from laboratory curiosity to deployable infrastructure. Distance is critical in quantum networks. Quantum signals degrade over long distances due to photon loss. Twin-field QKD addresses this by allowing resource sharing at the detector end, enabling longer transmission spans. Reaching 3,700 kilometers with 20 users represents a major proof of concept for continental-scale secure communication. For perspective, that is roughly the distance from Beijing to Singapore, or from London to Istanbul and beyond. This is not city-scale security. This is regional-scale infrastructure. Now we move from physics to geopolitics. Quantum-secure networks have obvious applications: military communications, diplomatic messaging, financial systems, critical infrastructure control. In a world where data interception, cyber espionage, and state-sponsored hacking are routine, quantum communication offers something radical: detection by default. If someone intercepts the key, that changes intelligence calculus. It also creates strategic asymmetry. Countries with quantum-secure backbone networks gain resilience against future quantum decryption threats. China has been investing heavily in quantum technology for over a decade. It launched the Mischius quantum satellite, conducted space-based QKD experiments, and built ground-based quantum communication lines between major cities. This new chip-based network suggests the focus is shifting toward practicality, scalability, industrialization. Meanwhile, the United States and Europe are pursuing their own quantum communication initiatives. But integrated chip-based large-scale QKD networks at this distance represent a notable milestone. This is not about winning a race. It is about setting technical benchmarks. Quantum communication may become a foundational industry. If chip-based QKD becomes commercially viable, it could underpin quantum-secure cloud services, financial clearing systems, energy grid protection, satellite communications. Secure data is economic infrastructure. The country that dominates quantum-secure hardware manufacturing gains export leverage and technological leadership. If these chips can be mass-produced, the barrier to entry drops, and adoption accelerates. Of course, challenges remain. QKD still requires dedicated fiber infrastructure. Integration with classical networks is complex. Global standards are still evolving. Widespread adoption depends on cost competitiveness. Quantum communication is not yet universal, but breakthroughs like this move it closer. For decades, the internet has relied on classical encryption. The coming decades may rely on quantum security. If computing is entering a quantum phase, communication must follow. This 3,700-kilometer chip-based QKD network represents a proof that quantum security can scale beyond isolated labs. From integrated photonic chips to continental networks, the architecture is evolving. And once infrastructure exists, application follows. Encryption protects civilization's digital nervous system. Quantum computing threatens that system. Quantum key distribution may defend it. China's 20-node, 3,700-kilometer quantum chip network suggests that quantum communication is transitioning from theory to infrastructure. Not someday, now. And as quantum networks expand, cybersecurity may no longer depend solely on mathematics, but on physics itself. If you found this breakdown valuable and want more deep dives into quantum technology, AI infrastructure, and global tech competition, make sure to like the video, subscribe to the channel, and turn on notifications so you don't miss future analyses. And tell me in the comments, do you think quantum secure networks will become the backbone of the next internet, or remain limited to governments and militaries? Let's discuss.